So, good morning, sir. So, I am JR Mikutuan from BSMT 2 Betelgeuse. So, in this video, I'm going to report my PowerPoint presentation about the contributing factors of fire hazard associated with tank atmospheric in relation to fire tetrahedron or fire triangle, and how to prevent such hazard in relation to the fire tetrahedron or fire triangle. So, what is fire hazard? So, fire hazard are situations that could cause the ignition of combustible material if left unchecked or uncontrolled. Also, fire hazard is any action or materials or condition that might increase the size or severity of fire that might cause a fire to start. So, these are the following contributors or contributing factors of the fire hazard. So, we have fuel, oxygen, and fire. So, what is fuel? So, fuel is any material that can be made to react with the other substances so that it releases energy as thermal energy or to be used for work. Fuel, in order for a fire to start, there must be a material to burn, and this is referred to as the fuel. Fuel is any kind of combustible material, including paper, oils, wood, gases, fabrics, liquids, plastic, or rubber. So the second is, what is oxygen? So oxygen is an air contains about 21% oxygen, and most fire require at least 16% oxygen content to burn. So oxygen supports the chemical processes that occur during fire. When fuel burns, it reacts with oxygen from the surrounding air, releasing the heat and generating combustion products as like gases, smokes, embers, or etc. So now, what is fire? So fire is a chemical reaction that converts a fuel and oxygen into carbon dioxide and water. It is an exothermic reaction. In other words, one that produces heat. So now, how to prevent such hazard in relation to the fire tetrahedron or fire triangle? So first, a fire needs three elements. So the three or the contributing factors. So the heat, oxygen, and fuel. Without heat, oxygen, and fuel, a fire will not start or spread. To prevent the ignition and subsequent spread of fire, it's important that one or more elements are removed from the fire triangle. So, what if we are removing fuel? So this is the result. So use fire resistant materials in and around your premises where possible. This will help to prevent the fire from spreading or igniting non-fire resistant materials. Fire resistant materials can be used on manufacturing in variety of items, including clothes, building materials, or office furniture. And what if we going to remove heat? So if we going to remove, fast moving gas of air will help to remove heat from a fire, much like blowing out a candle. However, many fires are too large for this method to be effective, and so realistically, water should be applied instead to remove the heat from a fire. A water fire extinguisher would be the safest way of doing this. And the last is, what if we're going to removing oxygen? Because oxygen can effectively sustain a fire, and so it's important that it's removed from the triangle to prevent the spread of fire. Its removal can be achieved by using either carbon dioxide or a foam fire extinguisher. For cooking or kitchen fires, a fire blanket will aid in the suffocation of the fire. So in conclusion, we can prevent the fire hazard in an atmospheric tanker if one of the fire tetrahedron or fire triangle is removed. Just like that is like we're going to remove fire. What if fire is removed in that theta 300? So it cannot be because it couldn't be or it cannot be become fire because fuel and oxygen it cannot cause fire because it wouldn't have heat. So that's all, sir. Thank you.